You know, after the first match, he finished with 8 in a row. And remarkably, he said, I switched balls in the last ball in the 10th, and I'm going to use the new ball in the second game. That's what he came back and told us. Yeah.
He switched balls after 8 in a row?
Switched balls after 8. Now, there's a guy with confidence.
Why?
He likes the ball reaction in the second ball better than he does the other ball. He thinks he's got a better ball reaction. And as the lanes are going through, remember when you did that little talk with him, he talked about the lanes will go through a transition, and I can keep up with that. If I'm paying attention, that's what he's doing. Oh, my, look at here. He got a break there, a major break. You can see what he's demonstrating there is what he did, is pulled his hand out of it. And again, getting back to your tip, you talked about pulling your hand out of the ball and kind of falling back. We're going to look at that. Watch what he does at the foul line. Instead of that long follow through that Danny characteristically has, he comes right up on front of him like there. Instead, now afterwards, it's too late. Now the ball's already down the lane. It's off his hand, and he's trying to push it down there and stay out there. Please stay out there, but it's too late.
Tough spare.
3-6-10. Cross lane here. Actually, he's not going very much cross lane. He must feel he's going to go down the oil pattern there and hook it into it. Great shot. I never would have tried that one, but he knows what he's doing out there.
Well, he played it off of his strike line, figuring he knew what the lane did there.
Not a bad career earning stat there, Mike.
Yeah.
Over $1 million.
Still a young man yet.
Still a young man yet, yeah. Got a lot going for him. He's a great athlete.
32 years old.
I love to watch him ball. I love his game.
He has such an easygoing exterior. I asked him if this was an act or real.
Well, it's kind of an act for my fellow competitors, but really I'm easygoing, but when we get out on the lanes, I mean all business. I'm going to get out there tonight and win 3 games and go through this field and come home with this championship.
Now that's confidence, huh?
Isn't it?
I like that. Very quickly, let me give you a short story about the kind of person Parker Bohn III is. He was bowling in a regional tournament in South New Jersey, and he had made a commitment to make a quick speech at a Hall of Fame banquet in Baltimore. He drove up to Baltimore after the qualifying rounds, made the speech, found out one of the guys that was being inducted in the Hall of Fame was dying of cancer in a hospital, said, well, can I go visit him at 11 o'clock at night? They said yes. He went and visited this guy for 40 minutes. He stayed there with this man and visited him, a man he had never met before in his life, and then drove up, got home at 1 o'clock in the morning. He had to get up at 6 o'clock to finish the tournament and won the tournament. But what kind of a guy is Parker Bohn that would go to that hospital and do that? Think about it.
Well, he's a guy with a 1-pin lead right now.
He's a guy with a hell of a heart, too.
Well, we're in for an exciting 10th frame. 1 pin. Actually, I said Parker had a 1-pin lead. He has a 1-pin deficit. This could be 266 to 267 if both of them take it out. Wiseman finishes first.
It's all up to Danny. It's his to win or lose. He can strike out and shut him out. No question about it. 267 is one heck of a game.
Does he move off that 3-6-10?
I think he will. Well, I don't think he'll move. I just think he'll make sure that he follows through.
Okay.
You know, he pulled his hand up. He knows what the lane's going to do. I expect him to make a good shot here.
You expected right.
He's a courageous player. Both these guys are courageous players. This is the one. You know, we still have the possibility of a tie. Very, very easily could have a tie here. If Danny were to strike here and get 9, of course, Parker Bohn could strike out and we'd have a tie. If Danny gets 9 spare here.
You know, Parker could get 11 strikes in this match and lose.
Isn't that's amazing? You think about that. And look at Parker. He says, just give me a chance.
Yeah, that's all he wants is a chance. This puts him in the 260s.
He feels good about that one because it wasn't as good a shot as the one previously. His reaction was based on the 10-pin barely going down. Here's another look at that shot. Now watch Parker Bohn in the background and Danny Wiseman in the foreground. There's Parker Bohn looking. See him in the background? Danny Wiseman's reaction because he carried the 10, and Parker's reaction is, oh, man.
Couldn't he have left a 10?
What do you have to shoot around here to win, you know? All right, to shut him out. Strike here, and it's over. You think he's not pumped, huh? Oh, boy. What a competitor is Danny Wiseman. Parker Bohn to finish out the match. Possibility of 266, and you lose. Well,
He didn't want it anyway, Earl.
Didn't want it anyway.
No, he didn't want to have 11 strikes and lose. Parker Bohn, he finishes 4th. We'll be back as he converts the 6-pin to bring you the other finishers. Stay with us. It's an exciting night.